Hey there. Ever feel like there's just not enough of you to go around?
Oh, yeah.
Like you're constantly juggling tasks and wishing you could clone yourself?
Hmm.
Well, get this. Today, we're diving into AI agents. And trust me, after this deep dive,
Okay.
you might just start believing in magic.
All right.
Digital magic.
That is.
Sounds intriguing.
We're taking a cue from Renjit Phillips' One More Thing in AI newsletter.
Okay.
Specifically, edition number 33, where he's exploring whether AI agents are going to explode onto the scene in 2025.
Like takeover?
Think about it. Your own little army of digital helpers.
Wow.
And Renjit really zeroes in on what this could mean for startup founders.
Oh, interesting.
I
like it.
What I find really interesting is that Renjit kicks things off with a quote from Dharmesh Shah,
Okay.
the founder of HubSpot.
Mm-hmm.
He says, AI may be faster than us, AI may be smarter than us,
Right.
but it can't be more human than us. Plus, AI agents can be wonderfully helpful.
I like that quote.
It really sets the stage, doesn't it? It totally does, because it highlights that AI agents aren't about replacing us.
Right.
They're about amplifying what we can do.
Exactly.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's break it down.
Okay.
What exactly are these AI agents?
Yeah, are we just talking about fancier chatbots?
Not quite. Chatbots are essentially reactive.
Yeah,
They respond to specific prompts with pre-programmed answers.
I see.
An AI agent, on the other hand, can take initiative.
Oh, wow.
They can break down complex goals into smaller steps,
Interesting.
figure out what information or tools they need,
Okay.
and even learn from their experiences.
So they can actually reason. It's like they have their own little brains.
Exactly. Renjit points to 4 key elements that define an AI agent:
Okay.
reasoning, action, memory, and tool use.
Got it.
This means they can think through a problem, take steps to solve it,
Uh-huh.
remember what worked
Right.
and what didn't,
Yeah.
and even use external tools like a search engine or a database to get things done.
Wow.
It's like having a super-powered personal assistant.
And that's what makes this so relevant for startup founders, right?
Definitely.
We're all about doing more with less.
Absolutely.
Could this be the secret to unlocking some serious productivity superpowers?
Absolutely. Imagine if you could offload tasks like data entry,
Yeah.
scheduling appointments,
Mhm.
or even basic market research to an AI agent.
Right.
It would free up so much of your time and mental energy to focus on what really matters.
This is that
Growing your business.
growing your business. I like it. And it's not just a futuristic fantasy. Renjit highlights several AI agent startups that are already making waves. One that caught my eye is Maven AGI. They're using AI agents to create these hyper-personalized customer support experiences.
Yeah, it's fascinating how they're moving beyond those generic chatbot interactions.
Right.
Maven's AI agents can actually understand a customer's history, their preferences, and even their emotional state to provide truly tailored support.
It's like having a dedicated concierge for every customer.
Ex-
And Renjit also mentions Cognition.ai, which is using AI agents to build websites and videos automatically just based on a few prompts.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a game changer, especially for startups who might not have the budget for a full design team.
Right.
Cognition's AI agents can handle everything from layout and graphics to video editing, all while keeping the content consistent with your brand.
It's pretty incredible.
It is.
So these AI agents are already proving their worth in the real world. But Renjit goes even deeper. He talks about this distinction between horizontal and vertical AI agents. What's the difference?
Think of it like this.
Okay.
Horizontal AI agents are the generalists.
Okay.
They have a broad range of skills that can be applied across different areas.
I see.
Vertical agents, on the other hand, are specialists. They're laser-focused on a specific industry or task.
So which one is getting the venture capitalists buzzing?
Well, Renjit cites some Y Combinator commentators who are particularly bullish on vertical AI agents. They believe these specialized agents could have a total addressable market, or TAM, that's 10 times larger than what we're seeing with SaaS companies.
10 times larger.
Yeah.
That's a gigantic leap. Why are vertical agents considered so much more valuable?
Because they have the potential to completely transform how things are done within a specific industry.
Okay.
Let's say you're in the healthcare space.
Right.
A vertical AI agent could be trained to analyze medical records, identify potential risks, and even suggest personalized treatment plans.
That would streamline so many processes and free up doctors to spend more time with their patients.
Exactly.
It makes sense that investors are excited.
And the cost savings are enormous. Think
Hmm.
about how much money businesses spend on tasks that could be automated by these hyper-efficient vertical agents.
Yeah.
It's a recipe for disruption.
Okay, now I'm officially intrigued.
Hmm.
But for our listener out there who's hearing this and thinking this is all great,
Mhm.
but how do I actually build one of these things? What's the entry point?
Mm.
Is this just for the coding wizards?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
Renjit actually highlights a couple of platforms that are making AI agent development much more accessible.
Okay.
One is called Agent Stack, and it's designed to be super user-friendly.
I peeked at their website, and they have these really cool interactive tutorials.
Oh, nice.
You can learn how to build a web scraper agent, for example, which could automatically pull data from websites
Yeah.
and compile it into a report.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And then there's Crew.ai, which takes a slightly different approach. It lets you create teams of AI agents, each with their own specialized skills that can work together seamlessly.
It's like assembling a team of digital helpers.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned that Renjit is a founder himself.
Yes, he is.
And he's clearly got this entrepreneurial brain that's always ticking. He even shares some specific AI agent startup ideas he's been brainstorming.
Yes, he does. And they're all focused on solving real-world problems.
That's him.
One that caught my attention was an AI-powered contract review and negotiation agent.
Oh,
Imagine how much time and money businesses could save if they had an AI that could analyze contracts, flag potential risks, and even negotiate terms on their behalf.
that would be huge, especially for startups who might not have a dedicated legal team.
Exactly.
And legal fees can be a real drain on resources in those early stages.
Right. And then he proposes an AI-driven code review and bug detection agent. This could be a game changer for software developers.
I can see how that would be incredibly valuable. Catching errors early on can save so much time and hassle down the road.
Absolutely. And these are just a couple of examples. Renjit also explores ideas for an AI-powered personal shopping assistant, a hyper-personalized trip planner, and even a financial planning and investment advice agent.
It feels like the possibilities are endless, but I imagine there's some challenges too.
Sure.
Building any startup is tough, let alone one that's leveraging cutting-edge AI technology.
Renjit acknowledges that. He emphasizes that it's crucial to identify a problem worth solving and to focus on a niche market where AI agents can provide a clear advantage. It's not just about building cool tech for its own sake.
So it's about finding that sweet spot where your AI agent can truly make a difference. And I think that's a perfect segue into our final thoughts for our listener. We've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of AI agents to real-world applications and even startup ideas.
Yes, we have.
But what does it all mean for you, the startup founder who's listening in? You know, it strikes me that a lot of the anxiety around AI comes from this fear of being replaced.
Hmm.
But what if, instead of fearing it, we see this as an opportunity to step up?
I think that's right.
I know.
That's the beauty of it. It's
Yep.
not about handing over the reins completely. It's
Right.
about understanding where AI agents can excel, those repetitive, time-consuming tasks, so we can free ourselves up to focus on what we humans do best.
What would those be?
Strategy, creativity, building relationships.
And for a startup founder, that's gold. I mean, time is your most precious resource, right?
Absolutely. And Renjit, in his newsletter, he really drives this point home. He's not just saying, hey, AI agents are cool.
Right.
He's painting a picture of how they can be the secret weapon for a startup to scale faster, operate more efficiently, and ultimately achieve its goals more effectively.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
So for our listener who's maybe still a little skeptical, what would you say? What's the one thing you want them to walk away with?
I think the question Renjit poses at the end of his newsletter is a great one to ponder.
Okay.
He asks, what if you could build an AI agent that solves a problem you're passionate about?
Oh, I like that.
What if you could take something that's been draining your time and energy and hand it off to a digital assistant that can handle it flawlessly 24/7?
You know what? That is a really good question.
Yeah,
That's a powerful thought. It brings us back to that idea of empowerment.
right.
It's not about being replaced.
Right.
It's about using these tools to create, to innovate, and to make a real impact.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe the next time we do a deep dive on this topic, we'll be featuring a startup
Oh, that'd be cool.
founded by one of our listeners who took this challenge to heart.
That'd be awesome. So to wrap things up, I think it's safe to say that AI agents are more than just a buzzword. They're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And for our listener out there, the startup founder with a vision and a drive to make it happen, this could be the key to unlocking a whole new level of success.
Couldn't said it better myself. So keep learning, keep exploring, and maybe even start tinkering with those AI agent frameworks.
Okay.
The future's waiting to be built.
I love it. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of AI agents. We hope you found it insightful, thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring. Until next time, keep diving deep.